Okay, so this is the margin of error sheet, side 2, with comparing proportions. So if you read the question for this one, clearly we've got two different polls taken, one in 2007 with 37% support plus or minus 4.5, and the other one in 2012 with 32.6%. Question is support dropping? Well, we can see it's gone down slightly, but of course once we take into account the margin of error, we may find that that's not always the case. So if we start by looking at the difference in the percentages, it's 4.4% plus or minus. Now these are independent groups, so the margin of error will be 1.5 times the average margin of error for each group. And working that out, you can check my answers. Let's just round it to 5.0 for now. We can see the working over there. So that gives me a 95% confidence interval for the difference between the support for legalising cannabis. At the higher end it'll be 9.4, and at the lower end we're going to get negative 0.6. Once again, you can check my numbers on that. Now the interesting thing is that this time 0 is between these two numbers, so that's not always saying that that percentage in 2012 is going to be less than the percentage in 2007. Since 0 is in the interval, I cannot claim that support is dropping. So let's have a go at writing this. Support in 2007 could be as much as 9.4% more than, or 0.6% less than the support in 2012. Another way of looking at this, if you just want to clarify, and I know I'm running out of room here, would be to take the 2007 one and just work out the ends of the confidence interval. And if we work out 2012 as well, and you can see that there is a slight overlap here. So while it looks like 2007 has more support, it could be that the support in 2007 was actually 32.5, and in 2012 it might have been as high as 34.8, so actually higher in 2012. So we've got the overlapping situation, so you can't claim that one is always above or below the other. Now, an interesting question, what sample size was used in each poll above? So if we think about 2007, the MOE was 4.5%. We need to change that to a decimal, and that equals 1 over the square root of n. You can use solver, bit of algebra any way you like, and you get approximately, let's round it, 494 people. And in 2012 need to change that to a decimal. Once again, put it in solver, make sure you push solver, and we get n being approximately, so a lot more people surveyed in the second one. Now we'll just quickly run through this. It's possibly not part of what's required this year, but you can also have a margin of error for means. Either side of a sample mean, there's a formula here. So we'll just show you one quick example just to finish off our notes, but chances are it won't be asked. It's an external, so you never know. Survey of 300 people found they were throwing away an average of 678 kilos of rubbish per year. Standard deviation 187. Find the margin of error for this mean. So using the formula up above, MOE, plus or minus 2 times, now we want the standard deviation, that's what S stands for, over the square root of the sample size, which gives me 21.5929, or 21.6%. So therefore a 95% confidence interval, it wouldn't be a percent, would be 678 kilograms plus or minus 21. You can just check those answers. So could the average amount being thrown away by the population be over 700 kilos? Not according to us, not at the 95% confidence level. It would be doubtful that on average, the average amount being thrown away is 700 kilo. So something like no. So very unlikely that the average is over 700 kilograms. Remember, that's an average, not an individual. So while an individual might throw away more than 700 kilos, we don't think that the average amount being thrown away is over 700 kilos. So that's just to finish off the notes. But the important work is the work with proportions.